What's up, gamers? We're the Skyblock Scrubs, and today we're going to be giving you a in-depth guide of the Crystal Hollows, what to do, and how to make bank and stuff, and best HOTM tree guide. So, if you're trying to get into mining, because you know it's the best money-making method in the game now, especially since F7 is kind of unplayable right now, and yeah, watch till the end. And since this is a mining video, let me switch to my Divin's armor right there. There we go. Let's go.
Alright boys, to establish some ethos with you, I'll show you the setup. So I got almost full perfect Divans. I don't have perfect Ambers because they won't help. I'll explain that later. Fully maxed Divans drill, even Vicious 5 because I'm not bad, and then the Skatha, so quick clawed obviously. So yeah, I got the good setup now. I'm going to first explain powder. You all know if you want to get into mining, you need powder. Alright, so this is the HOTM tree. Right now I'm not optimized for powder mining since I'm done powder mining. And although I only have 4.2 mil gemstone and 4 mil mithril, if I maxed it out entirely, so my mithril's maxed, if I maxed out gemstone, I would only get like maybe 1 tick faster, and I mean 5 fortune. I'm almost maxed out on fortune, but I would barely be mining a little bit faster, so I don't feel like wasting another 100 hours of my life, so that's why I'm at this much powder. But for powder mining, you obviously, what you want to do is first max out Great Explorer. It costs 900,000 powder, so get like 20 mole levels because that costs literally nothing. And then max out Great Explorer, and then you don't powder grind unless you're HOTM 7 because powder buff is insane. So what I did was I maxed Great Explorer, you get mold to level 90, and then you just full send powder buff. I got it to level 44 by the time I was done. And then you want to use a legendary Skatha, which it also can just be a tier boosted epic Skatha. I mean, either works. But for the last perk of the legendary Skatha, it basically just gives you 20 mole levels, so that's kind of nice. But obviously for powder mining, this type, you just go into the Crystal Hollows and you mine out hardstone and the chests appear and you get the chests. If someone says something's better, it's not. That's the best way. You get both types of powder. There's no point in full sending mithril powder with goblin eggs. That's stupid because mithril powder maxes out before gemstone, so you're gonna have to mine for gemstone powder anyway. So yeah, just that's how you powder mine. I mean, obviously you know how to powder mine, but it's very simple. It's just quite tedious as it took me 50 hours to get 3.7 mil powder. So yeah, I was pretty efficient, I would say. Okay, next, this is the part you've all been waiting for, what the weird looking tree is.
Alright boys, so as you can see from my OP tree that I have pulled up right here in my sticky boy Divin's armor, basically it looks a little bit unusual and unorthodox, and the reason for this is because mining fortune is better than mining speed, and we'll explain that now.
Okay, so as you can see, obviously I have mithril maxed out. Mining fortune, mining speed, I mean those are so easy to max out. And then, but I went up the left. I mean, some people go up the middle, most people go up the middle I would say, but going up the middle is just dumb because you're missing out on Goblin Killer. No, I'm kidding, Goblin Killer's balls, literally makes no difference. But Mining Madness is clutch, it's just 50 mining fortune. The 50 mining speed, that's irrelevant. I mean 50 mining speed almost never makes a difference, but the 50 fortune, that is so nice. Like I have like 2,200 fortune or something, but 50 mining fortune is so nice. So that is honestly the reason you go up the left side. The middle gives you nothing. Efficient miner, you disable that when you play because it just cuts out on your fortune or pristine. It disables either fortune or pristine. I'm not entirely sure, but it does not. It's a detriment. And then daily powder, I mean, you just finished powder mining. Why would you want daily powder? So go up the left side. You want to get Mining Madness. And then mining speed, I only got it to level 30 and professional. Those are the two that give speed at the top. Honestly though, like just keep them at around these levels. You don't need them any higher. It's just the scaling is so steep and you just want to pour everything into mining fortune 2. I'm 1 level away. I'm like 150k powder from entirely maxing it. But it's much more efficient to go and full send this fortune than to like balance this at level 40 and 40. Basically the way mining speed works with gemstones is each gemstone has a certain amount of hardness, and I'm not going to go into the whole math and equations that I did to figure this out, but for a certain amount of mining speed. So for example, if I had 6,000 mining speed and that was how much I needed to mine a gemstone in 13 ticks, then for the next 300 mining speed I got, nothing would change at all, because I would need around 400 more mining speed to get to 12 ticks to be able to mine it even faster. So that basically means that there's these giant gaps. It starts scaling really high at the end, between like 400 and 500 more mining speed. Like I'm at 13 ticks right now, and to get to the next tick, I would need another 500 mining speed. That's why I don't have perfect gemstones, because this would give 200, and I need 500. So that means that if I got full perfects, I would be mining no faster than I am now. So that's another reason that the HOTM tree scaling that's why I didn't full send mining speed, because there's no point in getting it. I need so much more. I would need another like mill powder just to get up one more tick, which, I mean, if you do get up another tick, that is great, but it's not worth it to go for speed due to the speed scaling. Okay, and in the description I will be leaving a chart, and that will show you how many ticks you will mine a gemstone in with how much speed you have. So then you know if you should get perfects or if you shouldn't, because sometimes they will increase your speed so that you can mine a tick faster, but sometimes they can't. So that chart will be in the description. Although I should mention that does not apply to ruby gemstones, as rubies are softer than the other gemstones and you mine them faster. So this applies to jade, because I would say that jade is the best method. I've tried ruby and jade just seems to be better. So this applies for jade and I guess sapphire and crap like that, but that's useless. So, and if you didn't know, guys, don't use a Devon's helmet, okay? So you want to use 3/4 Devon with a golden bonzo head. It doesn't have any stat buff, but the drip factor doesn't do anything either. So that's why you should do this.
Alright, boys, I know that was a bit complicated, but hopefully it made sense to some of you nerds out there. So yeah, hope this helps, and congratulations on your powder completion, and good luck on your future endeavors in mining.